song. These girls be chatting theme song. These girls be chatting theme songs. These girls be chatting, yeah. Homegirls, they be chatting. Homegirls, we make it happen, yeah.
Now,
I like that addition, Dee Dee.
usually let me start by telling y'all this. Welcome to Two Homegirls Chatting with DDW, and
I need to wait.
this will be episode 8. Now let's get into the questions, since we did take an hour up, a little over an hour trying to figure all this out. We had a few topics to bring to y'all today. Which one are we gonna do since we have about an hour?
I think we can get them all done in an hour. I think we can just and get it done.
Okay. And let me say this as well. It's looking like I don't need to be on Instagram then, right?
Yeah, you straight.
Okay, so let me close out of this for now, because that way I can use my phone for notes and all that such thing. All right, so what we want to talk about, y'all,
Let me
is
see if my
double.
notes is on here too.
Let me say this. Last week we kind of got into double standards just a little bit. We want to get into double standards a little bit more today. We also want to talk about the relationships between baby mamas and baby daddies and child support. Maybe a little bit of alimony if we have time, or if we have enough content to kind of go into that. But more so, it's going to be double standards, baby mama, baby daddy, child support. That's what we're going to be talking about today.
Pretty simple. All right, we're gonna start off with our Negro spirituals. Mine are very simple today. I was feeling very good. I had 3, 2.5, and y'all gonna understand what I mean when I say 2.5 by the time I get to it. So the first one is "Before I Let Go" by Frankie Beverly and Maze. Rest in peace to Frankie Beverly. The second one is "The Half" because it is "When You Believe" by Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey. And the
Can you still?
last one,
I don't mean to interrupt you, but can you still hear and see me?
I cannot see you.
Okay, I'll be right back. But I'm glad you can at least hear me.
Yeah. And then the last one is the last one was Love Train. I don't know whose song that is. People all over the world join hands, join try to love train. That song. That's the third Negro spiritual of the day. And you're wondering why so yeah, those are my 3 Negro spirituals of the day.
Okay, I'm not gonna be able to do my Negro spirituals only because all of my Negro spirituals are literally on a playlist on Tidal on my iPad, and I'm using my iPad right now, so I can't access both
So
at the.
just tell us what they were.
I don't have them. So this is
Oh
what
shit.
I usually literally just go to Tidal. I put the playlist on shuffle, and whatever
Mm-hmm.
song it gives me is the song I provide for that day. But since I wasn't
Oh.
prepared to be on my iPad, I can't really.
Oh, so you be cheating.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I don't come prepared. I come prepared for everything else. I come prepared for the topic. I do not come prepared for Negro spirituals. I literally just go to my playlist. I put the thing on shuffle, and I say, "Oh, this is what I got for y'all today." That
I
that's
should have known you
that.
was cheating.
So
Oh,
I would say only half cheating, because I did actually have to listen to
you
my
did have to,
entire
yeah.
playlist
So
of
just to
the
make sure.
thousands of songs,
I know that
take
you
a
did the
hard
betting.
listen to say, hey, is this a Negro spiritual? Yes, it is. Let me add this to my Negro spiritual playlist that I created.
I
So
believe
once
that you
that
did your betting, friend. I
once
do.
that playlist was created, that's how I do that. But I listen, y'all, it's a night.
It is a night.
So
We've made it to the land,
just
Didi,
trust that
of milk and
I got
honey, if
some
you
I
will.
got some good ones, and I got y'all next week.
How you feel about mine though, D?
I did like yours. All of them are definitely Negro spirituals.
Mm-hmm.
I like
One
all
was
of
a
yours.
half. Yeah.
I liked all of yours. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Um.
That's
Okay, so we were talking about where are we starting? Are we starting
I
with
would say let's start with the double standards.
okay,
Uh,
so I had a question. Let me start off with my first question, right?
mm-hmm,
And I know you're like, how is this a double standard? But you see where I'm going with this.
mm-hmm.
When does the word bitch become a term of endearment?
Only when being used by your friend, and that is a double standard, because your your boyfriend can't say, "Bitch, guess what the fuck I."
But sometimes some women like to be called a bitch.
in certain settings.
when they're getting their coin purse
Yes.
stuffed.
So
I don't like that, but some women do.
I don't mind it. I ain't gonna lie. I don't mind it. Uh, but what was I saying? So your man can only say that in that setting. He can through conversation or through some random whatever, just be like, "Bitch, guess what the fuck?" You know. Then
Right,
it's like, "What the fuck did you call me?" But your
right,
homegirl can be like, "Bitch," or your gay homeboy can be like, "Bitch," and it's
bitch.
like, it's okay. So yeah, that is most definitely. I gotta figure out how I want to hold this. Cause where's my camera located? Where is it? Where is it? It's over here. Okay, so let me turn this.
What is that?
I'm trying to figure out.
Like it's too much happening when you're already
It's a lot.
overstimulated. Your cat decides to go in the litter box. Like,
All right, let me see if I can get a pillow. But yes, that is very much a double standard.
mm-hmm.
And then also if it's a even if it's a dude that you don't know, like that word is used very harshly by men against women. But if it's a
Yeah.
woman that you kind of beefing with, you like bitch, da 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 da. Some random dude out of nowhere calling you a bitch.
You know what doesn't make sense to me?
But
Why it's so difficult for people to understand the concept that some women don't like to be called females, they like to be called women. Like, why is that such a difficult concept for some people to get? We don't walk around calling males males.
I
We
mean,
don't
at the
just
end of
call
the
them
day,
that. That's
um,
weird that they don't get that. Some people really don't get it.
some people don't get it. Me personally, I don't really care. But at the end of the day, what I don't like about that whole like not calling me what I want to be called thing is like I don't know if I'm talking about this too much. Maybe I am. But in LGBTQIA communities, they can say, "Call me this. Don't
Mm-hmm.
misgender me. This is my new name," and all that. And if we say something different, we're demonized for it. Like, how dare you call her that? She's not a man, she's a woman, kind of thing. Cool. But also call me what I want to be called.
Right.
I don't want to be called cisgender. I want to be called a woman because all that extra stuff, it's not necessary. I was
I see
born.
both sides of that argument.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was don't call because if you call me cisgender and I say don't call me that and they say well that's what you are, then if I haul off and call you by the name you was born with, then you
Right.
gonna want to fight me. So like,
I
just
do
call
feel
me
like
what I
it's a
want to be
mutual
called.
respect thing, but at the same time, D, not to call your card, but I say this every time. Why is it an issue? What is the issue of cisgender? I don't mind being called cisgender. I mean, I am cisgender. Like,
Yeah,
I would like to
I
be able to be
feel like
known.
I just feel like we're already women.
Oh yeah,
The different thing is the transgender person. They had to be labeled
right,
something different because they're transitioning.
right.
So if you're already being called something different, why do I now also have to be called something different? Because you already know me as man, you already know me as
Yeah,
woman. The different thing is now you
yeah.
becoming trans man, trans woman. That's good enough. Why now are you having to call us even if I
I
like
mean,
I
I guess that's the issue because that's not good enough for them. They don't want
yeah,
to be
no,
called
I
trans
don't.
anything. I think it's more of a equity issue. If we just call everybody just the simple without the front and the back, we could just.
So they don't like to be called trans. Is that what it is?
No, they don't like
Uh,
to be called trans.
oh, I didn't know that.
No,
Why?
they just want to be called a man. They just want to be called a woman.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
I didn't know that. So that's the thing, though. That's the thing. Still, because it's like, all right, we're here, right? We're born into the world as woman, man, whatever,
yeah,
and then you want to transition.
right.
You now become trans man, trans woman. So instead of you being okay with being called trans man, trans woman, you want me to be okay with being called cis man, cis woman. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
well, they did just ask to just be called women and men. They did
But
just
see,
ask to be just
that's the
called that.
thing. See, and I guess this could be where we disagree, or could be where I disagree with
Yeah,
other people. I don't know. There needs to be a differentiation.
I
Maybe
agree with that.
maybe I'm wrong for saying that, but there needs to be a differentiation.
I
And
agree.
if you don't want to be called trans man or trans woman, what's the differentiation? You now want to make the differentiation calling me sis when I was all, I'm already what I am. You are the one who transitioned. Just because you don't want to be called trans woman, trans man, that doesn't have anything to do with me. Cause it's
Yeah.
like it's kind of like okay, you don't want to be called trans, you just want to be called woman. I just want to be called woman too.
I feel like
That's
that's
what
a
I
fair
am.
compromise, though. I don't know. I feel like what you're saying is fair, but I also feel like I see both sides. Personally, and this is how I look at it now, right? If
Mm-hmm.
everybody's gonna have to do a new name switch and shit, I would prefer you know what I am when I go to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
If they gotta start throwing cis on the front of it just so you know that my parts came directly from the maker, that's cool with me. You know what I mean? I would like you not to be confusing me when we are in a hospital room, sure. But
But
like
I
other than that, I don't even feel like we need to say it. I don't feel like I
and that
think I think we waste a lot of time with the labeling thing. If we just say, "Hi, my name is Cheryl. Hi, my name is Michael. Hi, my name is Tamika." I don't give a fuck what you got going on down there.
see, that's where the problem comes in, because me
Yeah,
as a friend being introduced to you, it's not a problem for me because I'm
yeah,
only going to have a very specific relationship with you.
right.
And well, maybe I'm just talking trans women. Let's stick. I'm gonna stick with trans women. I'm gonna have a very specific relationship with you, and that's gonna be a friendship. So it wouldn't
Yeah,
really matter whether or not you transition or what you were born
right.
as, but to a person who's dating you and you not
Mm-hmm.
wanting to give them to the option to know
Yeah,
what you were born as, that's where the problem comes in. Because it's like, oh no, I just want to be called a woman. But what about
yeah,
this man who does not have an interest in dating a fully transitioned
yeah.
woman,
Well,
bottom
that's
surgery and
dishonesty, but
all?
that's a whole nother issue though, because
That's what I'm
even
saying.
with that, you can still say without calling yourself a trans person, you can say I transitioned without saying I'm a trans such
I
and
mean,
such. You could
it's
just
still
because it needs to be more than just a title at that point. It needs to be a whole
it's
conversation
to
anyway.
me it's still extra wording. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
you I mean, obviously if you meet a man, you're not walking up saying I'm a woman, right? You're not doing that. You're meeting him, y'all having conversation. During the conversation, you say, hey, I transitioned, I just want to let you know. That's more words
Yeah.
saying I'm a trans woman.
I feel like it
So
deserves more words. I don't know. Give me more words. Give me
I don't
more
know. I
words.
feel like, because
I
for
need a
instance,
full sentence.
I saw a video of this.
I don't need a full sentence, but motherfuckers need full sentences. I feel like.
I saw a video of a woman walking down the street in New York, trans woman. She got her camera out on TikTok. She on TikTok live or something. She walking, going about her business. These dudes stop her. Hey, shorty, what's up? Kind of thing. She turned around. I'm a trans woman. And they said, oh shit. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
And she went on about her
That's
business.
pretty
So I feel
fast.
like
Yeah.
that's a much easier process than meeting
Yeah.
someone, them thinking you're a woman, going into the whole thing. Let's go out to eat, have a
Yeah.
date. We get to the date. Oh, let me let you know I transitioned.
In that setting, yes. But I feel like if you're just walking through the regular old mall situation, I don't need to know that. Like certain things for certain settings, yes. But I feel like when you gotta always throw that label on somebody, always throw that label on somebody, that's that's where it's like, why? Why can't I just live and exist? And I think that is an experience that they don't get to have very often.
Yeah, they don't, and I must say, I just disagree. I feel like that's something, and I feel like it kind of comes with the territory, and it's different for all.
That's fair though.
It's different for all of them. Some of them don't want to be called trans women.
Yeah.
Some of them have no problem with it. Some of them say, yes, I absolutely am a trans woman. Let me let you know that ahead of time. But I feel like that's something that needs to be known immediately by a person that you're trying to pursue.
Yeah, I think
Because
so too,
then
if you're trying to pursue somebody,
yeah,
but
because then it becomes
in other senses, yeah.
it
But
becomes something
also
else later on if you don't just, it's
from a
weird.
very super from a very superficial standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
it be the ones um that don't go out of their way to look like women that upset me. The it's typically a white man. I'm just gonna or a white trans and a white woman who is transitioning, a white man who has decided that he was going to put on women's clothes and do
Yeah,
nothing else at all except for that and say, "You're going to call me Miss."
right.
I have an issue with that. I feel like the
Yeah.
people who have really gone through, and this is another thing I feel about, I have an opinion about gender affirming care, and it
Hmm.
is that people have this opinion about gender affirming care as if it's only just getting paid for the surgery, when in reality, a lot of people who get gender affirming care are also getting years worth of therapy
Right. They
before
also.
they make the decision to
Yeah.
transition. So I think that's something that needs to be discussed more. It's not just a, oh, you can just hurry up and get the surgery. It's not how that works.
Right.
And I don't know. I've never called myself an ally because it requires entirely too much work on my
Yeah.
part. But I believe in, live and let people live. Because
Yeah. I
they're gonna
that.
have to meet their maker one day anyway. Everybody has to answer to somebody higher power at the end. So
I would have to agree with you on that part. I absolutely believe the same thing. I just want you not to also impede on my freedoms while you're living yours.
I agree with that.
That's all.
That's a fair thing to feel.
Right.
I think that's a fair feeling to have.
And then
And
don't get mad at me or
yeah.
want to fight me or whatever the case. If I say, okay, thank you for telling me that's not my thing. Like, don't get mad at me for that. Like,
Yeah, now
I
that's
have a right.
outrageous. I do
I
agree.
have a
That's
right to
outrageous.
choose, just like you had your right to transition. Like, I don't understand the anger around that. Like, I understand it, but it's not fair for you to be angry at me for making a choice because you made one. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, well, people, you can't have it all sometimes. People be wanting
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
And excuse
All
me,
right.
sir.
So I wonder.
Everyone, Huey is saying hello.
I'm trying to tell you. I would say once we got to like episode 5, 6, they was like, I know what type of time she be on. I'm gonna be on this
Huey,
live.
and please.
I don't know if I'm gonna stay on topic because I do have another. Okay, I'm gonna stay on the topic, kind of. I think a double standard is um women for the most part accept gay men hitting women, but not heterosexual men. To me, it's the same shit. Not to me, it's the same shit. Because, and I'm not talking trans man, trans woman, I'm not talking trans. I'm talking just a man who dates men. When you see a man fighting a woman, it's kind of viewed, a gay man fighting a woman is kind of viewed as two women fighting.
I don't
And
think nobody view it that way, especially not the law.
I don't know why that, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like when you see those videos on TikTok, it's like a
I
damn.
think it's a particular level of pride that comes along with it that it shouldn't, because it's
Yeah,
like,
it's weird because it's like, oh damn, he fucked her up. Why y'all celebrating that? Because at the end of the day, that's a whole man putting his hands on a woman, regardless of what the fight was about. Like, no, I'm calling the police. I don't want nobody ever to feel like I'm about to fight no nigga just because he like the same thing I like. You're not about to put your motherfucking hands on me. You're bigger than me. You're stronger than me. We not doing this. I'm going to either call my nigga for you. I'm calling police on your ass. You not about to think you.
you
You
know
not
what? You
fight
know what's
me.
crazy, Didi? I was with you for half of what you just said. I'm not calling my nigga. I'm gonna call the police, the
Yeah.
white
No,
ones.
okay. Half.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
call the white ones. I'm not calling my man for nothing because
We can agree.
imagine him getting shot by a pink 22. Fuck no,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. But yeah, I'm calling the police on your
Mm.
ass. I don't get the whole like women feeling like, oh yeah, she a bitch. Like how she ain't gonna fight him? Cause he's a
Cause he's
man.
a man.
He's a whole
That's a
nigga.
grown
Like
adult
y'all are
male.
tripping with that. And then
Just because
even
he got on
like
a fishnet shirt don't mean that he can't mollywop me. I don't understand what you're thinking
right,
about. They
even
beat
like
the
the
shit out
whole
of other
like.
grown. But you know what? I think the bigger issue in what you're talking about, Didi, is the
Mhm,
effeminization of men in general. Because there
mhm,
are plenty, like I said before, I said this on another episode. There are plenty of gay men who exist in a space that is purely masculine. There are plenty of gay
mhm.
men who live that way, who live that life, who have male friends, they play sports, they do the general man shit. It's plenty of
Right,
gay men out here that do that. And not all of them are DL. A good portion of them are,
right, yeah.
unfortunately, but not all. And
Mm-hmm.
I
Sorry,
don't know. I feel like sometimes that is a choice. Not sometimes, every time it's a choice to be a certain, I don't know if they're still using the word banshee, and I'm not sure if that is still the correct context,
I don't
but to be just a ghetto and ratchet.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
you don't have to be that in any gender, in any in it. You just don't gotta be that.
Yeah,
In
you don't.
general, although there is space and blackness for it, you can
Yeah,
just
that's
go
what I
ahead
was
and just
gonna say.
maybe make it the limited number.
That's what I was about to say. I appreciate all types of black. I really do, and not to say that it's always my cup of tea.
A lot of our comments agree with your views, Dee Dee.
I'm glad. Thank y'all. I really will respond. I don't know if it's any comments or anything, but I cannot see them. I'm sorry, y'all. But I forgot what I was about to say. But yeah,
And I
I
thought we would have been able to
all
see the comments here because it says show comments on stage. So I don't know.
because it's doing something with our Instagram. It's some error that keeps saying we're having trouble streaming to Instagram. If you ended it on Instagram, then it's to be expected. I
Oh,
don't.
that's because, but that is because I am streaming from my Instagram page and not the Two Homegirls Chat Instagram page.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay, so there is way no way to see it. I was trying to see like why can't we do it that way? It would have been nice if we'd have been able to
yeah.
see the comments on here. And it says see comments on stage, but then it doesn't show me the comments. I'm confused by that.
Love you a comment.
I can see a comment.
Okay, so you just
Oh
did.
wait. It says see comments on stage. Wait. Can
Yeah.
somebody make a comment? If you're still watching, can somebody make a comment so I can
Because
see
I'm about
something?
to say you just click something and something changed. Live viewer comment show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Tap on the comment to show on the screen.
Tapping
Oh,
on the
tap on the
comment.
comment to show it on. Oh, I see.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
yeah, gotcha. Okay, so, hmm,
Okay, we're gonna remove.
yeah. How do I take that off? Hi. Okay, got it. All right, where you go? Now I can't see you and I can't hear you. What done happened? What
Can you
done?
see me now?
Yep, I can see it. All right, y'all. We ain't gonna hold you up too long. What was I saying? But yeah, I appreciate all types of black. It's not always my cup of tea. I'm not into the sexy reds and stuff, but I do appreciate all forms of black because any form of black to me is better than white. So,
I'm crying.
so I'm not too
Okay, I want to get into celebrity divorce.
okay.
Celebrity divorce versus regular divorce. Because
Okay.
I think we live in a space where a lot of times we have been modeling what we our ideals by celebrities and it has nothing to do with us because where they are monetarily is not where we are and it doesn't look the damn
Exactly.
same at all. But
Exactly.
I want to talk a little bit about celebrity divorce in terms of when we talk about double standards, right? Because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
we have gotten to a space now where the celebrity divorce rate has reached a point where the men can no longer say, well, when it happens to men,
Yep.
the
That's it.
the women ain't saying nothing because at this point we done seen quite a few of our good sisters taking L's from men that did them horribly. Like
Mm-hmm.
Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige is still out on this
I
bitch
heard about that.
touring all the time because she probably still paying that nigga off. And I hope Mary J. Blige never sees this because she seemed like somebody that would cut me. Um, and then you got Tiana Taylor ended up paying out. Quite a few women have ended up paying. The
Mm-hmm.
last woman that really was up was Janet Jackson. We haven't really seen. Well, no, Tiana kind of was up a little bit too,
Mm-hmm.
but she still had to pay out quite a bit, and she still
Mm-hmm.
had to do. I feel like a lot of the times on both sides with the celebrity
Mm-hmm.
males, with celebrity men in general, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the times, and this may be a blanket statement, and it may be on both sides. Who knows? But I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna stand on it. I feel like a lot of the times, no matter what the situation, whether the woman is the one who is paying for her piece
Mm-hmm.
or the man is the one who is paying for her piece, either way,
Mm-hmm.
there's a payment for the woman's piece being made.
In the relationship or during the divorce?
Or during a divorce.
Okay.
Somebody got to pay for that woman's piece. Because at the end of the day, like when you think about these celebrity men, them niggas be freak balls and they just be doing the mostiest on all of the
Mm-hmm.
embarrassment. Imagine people in Abu Dhabi knowing that there's a man cheating on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just couldn't fathom that. For me, I just wouldn't be able to handle such a thing. I'm in the local grocery store and people are just talking about me.
Yeah.
I'm literally in the grocery store, not my body, but my
Mhm.
tabloid face.
Mhm.
All I wanted to do in life was be a nurse.
I guess I have. I do get that. I want to talk about the other side of it. Um, and I guess that's what men are talking about, and the sense that nobody, or at least women for the most part, they don't seem to care when it's a man that has to pay out the alimony. And I'm not talking about a man who was cheating the whole time, who was doing a woman dirty, or whatever the case. Let's say the relationship ended amicably, just in the sense of like it just didn't work out, kind of shit. But because
Hmm.
I'm the breadwinner in the relationship, I gotta pay you millions of dollars now. As a celebrity, we're talking celebrity man, celebrity
Right.
women. I gotta pay you millions of dollars, and nobody bats an eye at that. Nobody says, "God damn, why she gotta? Why
I
he
don't
got?"
think that's fair either.
No.
I don't think millions upon millions. I feel like
Oh yeah. Okay. I thought you were saying something else, but yes, I don't.
maybe enough to live
Mm-hmm.
for a good 5 years, enough to
Exactly.
a long enough time for you to get a degree if you need one.
Yeah, that's how I feel on both sides. But it's like if it happens to a man, if the man is the one paying out, it becomes yeah, girl, get his money, get every dime he got, kind of thing. And like I said, I'm not talking
But
about
but who
situations.
we don't never hear that on the she just broke up with him type of marriages. We always hear it on the
Yeah,
ones
yeah,
where we know that the nigga has been doing the mostest. It's never just the
yeah.
regular marriages that we see that on.
It's never either situations where the woman was cheating or situations where she just didn't want to be there anymore type shit, and it wasn't really anything like he was doing to her. She just got tired of him. Then it's never a narrative of that woman do not need all that money. Like how they got him paying her millions of dollars for 20 years? Like she don't need all that. But
20 years a long ass time to be married to
when it's a
somebody.
woman having to pay alimony to a man, it's like, oh my God, he lazy, he a bum, he that, this, that, and
That
it's
be the
like
case a lot of the time, so.
let's keep it because then why she not a bum? If he's a bum because she gotta pay him alimony for
Yeah.
20 years, then why is the woman who was getting paid alimony for 20 years, why is she also not a bum? Because it don't take you
I
20
haven't
years.
heard of a case where that was at though. I think it's hard for me to fathom because I've never heard of that happening.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm saying. It
can't think of one. I'm just thinking about the celebrity marriages that I know of. I can't
doesn't.
think of one where there was a woman and the husband. What? Well, we don't really know these people, so they may not be
You talking
bums. To
about the
your
husband
point,
had to pay her a lot of money?
not where the husband had to pay her a lot of money, where she had to pay a lot of money, and the husband didn't do her wrong.
Okay, and the husband didn't do it wrong.
I don't know any cases like that, but we know some cases where the
I,
woman didn't do shit wrong
I would have to
that
think
we
of
know
somebody.
about.
I would have to think of somebody. What happened with T.R. and Taylor and Iman? What was that situation?
That was more of a situation where they opened their marriage up and it fell apart.
Okay, so that
Allegedly.
that was on both. If that's the case, that was on both of them.
Yeah. But what
So
ended up and she didn't she wanted what she wanted didn't end up happening. She ended up getting way more than what she wanted. But it
mhm.
started off with him playing dirty. Like he was doing shit like not paying the bills in the house
Mm,
while her and the kids were still living there and stuff like that. So you turn nasty, I gotta turn nasty too.
yeah, yeah. You are right about that. I don't know any cases off the top of my head, but I just know that you hear, like for instance, when Kobe was about to have to pay his wife all the millions, and Drake said, "But you want with me shooting in the gym and all that," and women was like, "Well, why he?"
Quoting Drake at a time like this, Dee. Quoting Drake at a time like this.
Like,
But to be fair, we never really know what the women are doing. But like to be fair, because we gotta be fair, we never know if these
we
women
don't.
really deserve this money. Honestly, a lot of the times they're getting that money to hide a secret.
Maybe. My whole thing
But we
is
don't know that. This is me saying allegedly.
my whole thing is this. What I guess I'm wondering, regardless of whether the type of person you was in your relationship, whether that ranged from horrible to you did everything for that man, is there a number that's too much?
Yeah, how do
You know
you
what I'm saying?
qualify $800 million? How do you
Yeah.
qualify that?
That's what I'm saying. Like she could have been a very good wife and he cheated or whatever. But it's like, so is that a punishment for him? The 800 million, is that what
Technically,
that?
yes. That's so.
Because
A lot of our laws are, even though they don't say it now, based on when these laws were made, a lot of it has a morality clause. Like
yeah,
it's
that
based
has
off of morality and not,
yeah
so morally you're not supposed to cheat on your spouse.
yeah.
But when you think about it, because when you think about like Nas and
Mm-hmm.
Khalees,
Mm-hmm.
allegedly she cheated on him
Mm-hmm.
and ended up with this exorbitant amount of money that she had to get paid for child support, allegedly.
Well, she also said he was abusive in a relationship, highly abusive. That's what she says. So that still could
Allegedly.
be a morality clause, and then it also adds another level of extra when there's children involved. Because
Yeah.
regardless of what you did in the relationship, if he makes more money, whoever makes more money has to pay for them children. And then the courts have
Marky's
this,
funny here.
see, I can't even see his comments. The courts have this system built in place where it's like, okay, if you were, let's go back to, I don't want to go to Kobe because I don't want to be speaking on Kobe.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. Let's go to Jay-Z or something. Let's throw a name out there.
Well,
If
Jay-Z ain't never had no divorces.
I know, but I'm gonna just say him because he got a lot of money. If you were living a Jay-Z type of lifestyle as a child, as one of his children, and then him and I ain't gonna speak on, I ain't gonna put that out there for them. But if something happens and he ends up being the one having to pay child support, they want you to pay enough child support in order to sustain that child's lifestyle, in order to sustain the lifestyle that they had been living while y'all were together. Like, is that fair? Because
No,
in
the kids need
all
to go live with him.
right, that
I'm a
because
firm believer in the kids need to go live with him.
the kids need to go live with him. That's part of what I want to mention with the baby mother, baby daddy kind of thing. But we will get there. But
Why
yes,
I can't
kids
see
need to
this
live
no
with
more?
him. Because why is it that I have to pay you all of this money to sustain our children? I got the money is here with me. Then they should just stay here.
Right.
Like that's what
I mean,
makes
they have the money, but sometimes they don't have the nurturing. But in any event, I
yeah.
want you to go live with them. Go take the kids.
And
By
then
all means,
even if
take
you
them.
don't have the nurturing, okay, let's say we decide to let the kids go with you, then me paying something, obviously, sure, but to sustain the lifestyle that they were living when they lived, no, I think you should go ahead and get a job and sustain whatever you can sustain for them. I will help you absolutely because that's my job. But when they come here to my house, they will be living the lifestyle that I had already created. Like I just don't agree.
Why they gotta have it at your house?
Yeah,
I
what
feel like, and
your house?
honestly though, I feel like that is how it should be in regular people's lives.
Yeah,
That's how it
exactly.
needs to be in regular people's lives. Yeah.
But now
You
that
need
we
to
touched
make sure, because we're eating hot dogs and beans. You can eat hot dogs and beans too.
right,
You can absolutely do hot dogs and
you
beans.
know what? Let me get back on the Instagram so I can see the comments. But I agree. So before we get into
God
that, let
damn
me
it.
move on. Hold on? Did you bring? Yeah, you brought that up. So let me bring in
I
another.
wish you could I wish now I can now I feel like I know what you were talking about the tiny little thing.
Yes,
But I can't go out because I'm the one streaming.
it's a nuisance. What you trying to get to?
I just can't see I can't see nothing. It just looks crazy. I
And
did
now I can't
something.
see you.
You can't see me?
Not on the screen. I can see you on the little screen at the bottom, but I can't see you like on the main stage.
All right, I fixed it now.
On the main stage, I need to watch RuPaul's Drag Race.
So you can move to RuPaul's Drag Race. That was my shit. Can you see me?
Nope, I can't see you on the stage. Where am I trying to get to? I'm trying to get to Instagram so I can see at least try to see the
How
comments.
about now?
Yep, I see you.
All
You're
right.
smaller, but I can see you.
Okay.
So this is my next double standard: body shaming. Women cannot be body shamed. You body shame a woman, you are condemned for life.
As you should be.
But men can be body shamed, and I'm gonna
As
tell
they
you.
should
I'm
be.
gonna give you a perfect example. I as a man, I can't say a woman is fat or she too big or whatever the case. but she can comment on my penis size however she wants to. Now, let's just be real about it. I cannot control my penis size. It may be difficult for you, depending on how you got the weight on you. It might be difficult. People have different difficulty levels for losing weight. But the fact of the matter is, you can lose weight. I can't, outside of doing surgery, do anything about the size of my penis yet, and still women can be
Some men have been known to do dick ups, Dee.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless it's
Do you
through
want it or
surgery.
not?
Unless it's through surgery. But that's what I'm saying.
Some no, some
It,
some men can do dick ups. They can do dick ups. Now, if you
well,
can't
listen,
do
I
a
thought
dick
you were talking
up,
about
that's
surgery.
on your man. You're not on Marquise. I don't need to know if you can do dick ups. I don't need to know if you can do a dick up. I don't need to know at all. But yeah, they be out here doing dick ups. Don't let these men fool you.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's crazy. Like I don't see him, but Marquis be pointing them out to me. Cause I was like, this is the thing. You be following that content where people like these women like the body shame. Man, you need to get off that. Get that off your
Hmm.
For You page. Cause
I enjoy body shaming a man from time to
I don't
time
see that at
myself because why
all.
do you have titties? If
I
that
ain't
be
gonna
a
talk about
thing, the thing
everybody.
is though,
I
Didi,
agree.
because I don't know where you get these ideals about anything from, and I respect them all.
Mm-hmm.
But I live in a social media world where I see how these men be. It be the men that be the fuggliest, the most Java the Hutt
Yeah, talk
shaped,
about women. I know what you're talking
that be talking shit about women, and they do it in their regular lives. They do it on the internet, and it's like,
about. But the
I
question,
gotta talk about how you look now. To just
yeah,
to just body shame somebody who's minding their good business, walking down the
yeah, that's
street,
what
no
I'm
matter
talking
who you are, you're a piece of shit. Like, why are you doing it? Um,
about. Okay,
but
now,
I think we were talking about this. We were talking about this on, I want to say, like, episode 3, where we said that it's easier for a fat man to get a woman than it is
yeah, mm-hmm,
for a fat woman to get a man.
yeah. But see, that's
Fat
what I.
men are not treated as meanly in society as fat women are.
No, they're not. They're not. Neither. I mean, men with smaller penis sizes are also treated very meanly, and that's something I
I
can't control.
mean, and rightfully so.
And the thing is, and I'm not talking about in response to. I'm not saying, oh, you talked about this woman. Let me go ahead and
Yeah,
talk about you in that way. I'm
right.
saying out of nowhere, you'll see a post that's like, I don't know.
Something
Don't tell me
about something.
got a just some random
But
comment
the
from a
thing is,
like.
to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Let me say this. To some women out there, a man might be a tugboat, a little bath time tugboat. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But to another woman, that same man might be the Titanic. Size is subjective. You know what I'm saying? Because what might fit in my hand might be a mighty punch,
Mm-hmm.
but in another bitch's hand is a snap and a twist. So that's why, because nobody really knows who got a little penis.
Muggy said he disagreed. Fat women be giving them skinny women fits. That's true too. But that's
Fat
also
niggas be giving skinny women fits. I mean, skinny men fits too. Fat niggas
at the end of the day.
doing fat niggas they got seasons. They got barbecue
Mm-hmm.
season. You niggas need to
Yeah,
watch out when a grill is around.
yeah.
Winter time.
And we
And
got
they
what was
got
that?
2 seasons. They got the winter time. Have you ever snuggled with a fat nigga? I know
What
you
was that
haven't.
song that was out? Big. I need me a. It was a song. I need a big dude type of song. Like I need me a fat man, or I need. What
I
was
ain't
the
never
song?
heard no shit like that. I don't know,
You
Diddy.
didn't because that's not how
I
it
ain't
goes
never
around.
heard no
I can't remember.
shit.
Like
I need me
I
a
don't know.
fat man. You need to put
If
that
it
out, Diddy. Right here. I need
if
me a
it come
fat
to me, I'll
man
let you know
right
what it was.
there.
Um,
What a chicken and a frying pan.
it
Never
was
mind.
some TikTok song. I need me a. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So that's my
When
that.
you find it, I'm gonna laugh very hard at that, Dee.
It was something very catchy. Like people were making posts about it and like showing their like big built men like posting up with their boyfriends who are like really heftily built. I forgot what it was, but yeah, monkeys know what I'm talking about. I am saying it wrong, but what is it? Yeah, I need a big dog. Is that what it was? I
Oh,
need a
she something about a puppy. She want a big dog. That was
yes,
that
that. But
the
it was a
what's his
whole
name
other
song?
song. Yeah, yeah, it was a whole other. So yeah, they definitely bigger men be giving skinny men the blues, but at the end of the day, I feel like we all body shame. I feel like men body shame women, women body shame men, women body shame women, men body shame men. I feel like everybody is
Hmm.
body shaming all over the place, but I don't know. I don't know if it's fair
You
to you.
know, I feel like we can all we it's back and forth because the same way I can
Mm.
talk about your hairline, you can talk about my edges. Not mine because I got edges. They hiding, but I got them. But
I don't.
we have a disadvantage that men don't have.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I need to take that comment down.
We do have some plenty of disadvantages that do not have. I will say that. But yeah. Damn, can we do our black ass minute?
Yeah, we can.
I feel like we could come. Can we stick to this topic for another week?
I was about to say I'm done with the. We can. I can find some more, but for me, that's all I really wanted to talk about as far as double standard. I am ready for the wait one black ass minute in a minute because I was not prepared for that.
You was not prepared for it.
And I got a lot to say on the next topic. But yeah, you go ahead. I'll be able to find.
Truth be told, I don't know if I'm ready for it either because I had not gotten to the it was something I wanted to talk about.
Let me.
Damn, I forgot everything I wanted for the black ass minute.
I think I can. I think I can tell you. I think I might be able to
Hold
tell
on,
you.
let me look through my phone a
Oh,
little bit.
here's one. This lady said. This was the funniest thing ever to me. This black woman goes on TikTok and she said,
Mm-hmm.
um, everything they told y'all about slavery, slavery was a lie. There are no boats that can take you from the United States to Africa. She was like, trust me, because I've been, I've been on boats, and there is no boats that will take you from the United States to Africa. So don't let them lie to y'all. Because how in the hell was they putting us on boats, bringing us over from Africa to America when you can't even get on a boat that goes? And this man proceeded to do a stitch video and pulled up this web page of like all the like cruises that will take
Right.
you straight to Africa. That shit was fun. I'm like, girl, what? And see, this is what I need people to understand, right? A lot of these talking points that people be having, I promise y'all, I really don't think they're coming from intelligent people. The
Now,
the the harsh part about it is everybody has access to social media. Everybody, as long as you know how to put in a username and a password. So like y'all gotta take some of this stuff with a grain of salt because some of these people be stupid, like real stupid, and they just be talking. And sometimes even people who not too intelligent, they get a lot of views because people love to watch that stupid shit. They get a lot of views, they get a lot of followers, they get a lot of, but y'all, we gotta take this shit with a grain of salt sometimes because girl, what? Like,
cause
what are you saying? That was hilarious.
Lord have mercy.
I'm gonna have
That's a bag of nonsense.
it's a bag of nonsense.
I am so mad because I had some really good stuff for the black ass minute, and they just have escaped me completely. I
Okay,
have failed you this evening.
while you if you're still looking for them, I have this is kind of a double standard. It's kind of a wait one black ass minute. It's also a double standard.
Hmm.
So the young man that I had talked to you about a while ago on here when I was talking about the white boy who is not a Trump supporter, he has a podcast or something where he has people come in to say why they voted for Trump. His name is Dean Withers. He did this
Mm.
episode. He did this panel something. I don't know what it was, but he was sitting across from a woman, and they were talking about the murders of I don't know them people names that them people Ice killed Renee, and I think the other guy was Alex Pretty. But of course, they don't talk about the black man, and it's crazy. I forgot his name. I think his name was Keith Powers.
Mm.
There's also a black man killed by ICE, so they don't talk about him. So anyway, on his panel, they're going back and forth because she's basically saying, "Oh, they deserve to die." He didn't bring up the black man. She's talking about Renee and Alex, right? Because she's a Trump supporter. Oh, well, they deserved it. Like they were in the way. They were terrible people. They were bad citizens and whatever. And she was like, he like, well, do you know that Alex Pretty was a nurse? And she was like, I don't care. He was a terrible person. He was like, so you're telling me a person that works in healthcare that assists in healing other individuals, that's a terrible person? Oh yeah, he's terrible. Like, yeah, he's just disgusting. He was like, okay, so what about that young man who got found with an AK-47 and was shooting up a school? Like, what about him? Well, you have the right to bear arms. Like, what? So this person who was murdered by, and that's the other thing they were talking about. Alex Pretty had a weapon on him. So she tried to demonize him for, oh my, well, why would he even have a weapon? Like that was just even dumber. Like he shouldn't have had a weapon. And then he brought up this young man with his AK-47 who shot up the school. Oh well, you have a right to bear arms. And he was like, wait a minute. You just told me that
We
Alex
got a right to bear arms. We're not got a right to bear arms. Like, what is
right.
happening?
So what's the difference? Well, that's just different, and that's a different situation. Like, girl, what are you talking about? Just say you're stupid. Just say you voted for Trump because you're racist. Let's just be real about it. Why?
Like at this point, because you just saying anything.
Just anything. But that was another one I had. Let's see.
I want to talk. We probably already talked about this already, but I want to talk about it again. There's two things I wanted to talk about. You talk about real deep stuff sometimes, and sometimes I have those moments. These are not those times. I'm talking about bullshit day. Um, the people are loving K Michelle on the Real Housewives. They're saying that she brought it back to life and that
Mhm.
that thing was dead. I haven't watched it like that for years, but I am actually thinking about watching it now that K Michelle is in there. I love K Michelle. She's one of the funniest
I do
people
like it.
ever be on TV, and her voice is wonderful. Um, what else?
Oh, it's cold around here.
Who else? What else was going on? Papoose just won't shut up. I just don't. I don't understand why do you have anything else to be interviewed about, Papoose? Why do we keep hearing about your relationships? Can we hear? I just want to hear one interview that is exclusively about music
But
or
did he?
business ventures for Papoose. I ain't heard nothing business. They used to say no romance without finance, and we don't hear about
Mhm.
nothing but his romance. I'm tired
But
of his romance.
did he bring it up, or was he asked the question?
I don't give a damn.
Because the thing is, I
But the
could be
thing is, why is there nothing else to ask you about?
the thing is they're only bringing him on to ask him that though. That's the thing.
He needed to
They
decline.
not if Papoose did not have this Remy drama, nobody would be asking him to come on to any podcast, any talk show, anything to talk. They're only asking him to come on for that. Now he could very much decline it,
I
or
would
he could
like for
very
him to
much
do that.
get on and say, "Hey, I'm not talking to y'all if y'all gonna be asking me no Remy questions." He's choosing not to do that for whatever reason. But yeah, like he wouldn't be on them
It
shows
is
if they.
upsetting for my
Now
girl. I just be like, damn, like she don't get embarrassed. I be wanting like
who
Larissa, like she just got too much going for
yeah,
herself.
I be feeling sorry for her. Yeah, and Remy just dropped a diss track, so I'm wondering, like, is that in response?
Allegedly.
No, she dropped. I saw it. I
I
saw
saw it too. That's why I'm saying allegedly.
it. But
Allegedly is a distract.
what I was about to, what I was about to say is, I wonder what prompted it. Is because she also got tired of hearing her name come out of Papoose mouth. I don't know, but I could tell you this: I'm tired of Papoose. Remy, I'm tired of them all. Y'all got
I'll
a divorce.
cry.
We
Dave
need.
gonna say you don't want to hear that talk about Pat Poo's interview about him getting money and other. I don't give a fuck about Pat Pooh.
You don't.
I don't give a shit about Pat Pooh at
Nobody
all.
wants to hear it.
As a brother in the world, live long and prosper, but I don't give a fuck about that nigga. at all. Africa Bambaataa died. Rest in peace. Um,
Said Pat, a good man, Savannah. They both never shut up. Like, yes, I'm tired.
I'm tired of them as a
Tired.
unit. I don't want to hear it no
It
more.
is. I'm
I'm
tired.
tired.
Nobody cares. Y'all are divorced. Can we move on?
They not divorced yet though. That's the
Please.
thing.
Oh well, shit. Get the fucking divorce and leave us alone. Leave us out of it. I'm tired of it.
But you
God.
know what, Dee? I just think we was talking about we talked about alimony, we talked about child support, we talked about other shit like that, right? Can
Mm-hmm.
we talk about the fact that, and I know this has been talked about, I'm sure we talked about Pooh Shiesty's mother and
No.
father.
No, we didn't talk about that yet.
People get on my nerves. So of course, you know, everybody's on the two side of it. Gucci Man is a 50-something-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
I am not against he may be a shyster in the music business.
Mm-hmm.
He is getting what P. Diddy should have got years ago. Pooh Shiesty is doing what Mace should have did, what goddamn Sean should have did, what fucking 112 should have did, what everybody should have did to Diddy. He did to Gucci Man by kidnapping him because he wanted out of his record deal. The issue is that his parents are stupid. Because as a father, why would you help?
Why would you help?
And
Exactly.
why, as a mother, are you on the internet talking about some I raised a king slime?
Oh, I didn't know
People
that.
need this is why we need you didn't have a license for children because what are we doing?
You do need a
And why
license.
do these people keep being the ones that keep getting record deals? Ain't nobody else that can read better?
You know what? That is a really good segue into the baby daddy, baby mama thing. But I really want to. Did you have anything else to say about that?
I don't.
Because I don't have much. I don't. My ear not to the street, y'all. I heard
And
about that.
neither is mine. That
I
was
don't know too much about that poo shot you said.
oh
It's
wait, I do got one more thing.
it's some ratchet shit, and it's just what it is. I want to mention this one thing, and then I want to get into the
Wait,
next.
before we do, let me get this one last thing out
Uh huh.
before we get into the baby mama, baby daddy. You the birthday.
You the birthday. I like you the birthday. I love you the birthday, and I want people to.
I like you the birthday. You the birthday is so funny.
It's so funny. It's so It's so cool. Like it's
It
so
is. Oh my
creative.
goodness.
And I want white people to leave it alone. It's already a white woman. I don't understand.
Hmm.
Funny, but just not for you.
It's not meant for you.
Kids.
It's funny as shit. I am laughing hard at you the birthday.
I love you the birthday. All right, I'm gonna say one of them niggas at the Golden Girls.
No, for
Oh, at the
real,
Golden
cousin.
Dragon talking to young girl. That's crazy. What I was about to say. I want to know how you feel about this before I get my spiel, and then we can get right into the baby daddy shit. Baby mama, baby daddy. How do you feel about the baby turning down that paintings? Did
Oh,
you
you
ever?
talking about the baby?
Yeah, the baby.
Oh, when you said the baby mama, the baby, that's funny as
Yeah, I
shit.
said a lot of shit all in. Yeah.
I think he has the right to.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was respectful for the
Mm-hmm.
baby. That was real respectful because
Mm-hmm.
you know he known to shoot a nigga allegedly.
I feel
So
the exact same. This is the way I feel about that. I don't understand. Now I understand he was canceled for making homophobic comments. I get all that, fine. But it's like when somebody gets canceled for some nonsense, it's like every other thing they do after that is a problem. Why is it such a big problem for y'all that I turned down a painting? I wasn't rude to the dude. I looked
mm-mm.
at the paint and I walked away. That I wasn't rude at all. I just didn't want it. And now men are saying, because I've heard a lot of men on TikTok say that shit is weird. You're drawing pictures of my daughters like that you're on some weirdo shit. I'm not going as far as to say that he's on some weirdo shit by painting his daughters, but at the end of the day, he simply didn't want it.
Right.
Why I feel like the world has gotten so sensitive. Why do I have to take everything that a fan gives me? I don't want the shit. I don't want it. I don't want a hug. I don't want a kiss. I don't want you to touch me. And that should be my right. It's like, oh my God, when you get around these celebrities, they can't even. I'm a person just like you're a person. I'm not in the mood to be touched and hugged and all of that stuff. Like, that's crazy because you don't run up to a random regular person and say, oh, give me a hug, give me a picture. Like, no, nigga, I don't want that shit either.
Maybe
And I
start
did
drawing regular people.
And I
Maybe
didn't want.
maybe paint your homeboy's daughter. Did you think about maybe he would appreciate it a little bit
It,
more?
and I
Rodney might like to have a picture
at
of
the end of
his
the day,
daughter,
he
but
didn't
you
want.
worry about the babies.
Right. But where to start with the baby mama, baby daddy drama?
I want to let me make a blanket statement.
Uh huh.
When it comes to um the drama, I think people need to just start putting their kids first. I
Yes.
feel like you need to I feel like there should be a law that instead of, even though we got to stop pretending like so many men are getting all this money taken out of their checks, like that $200 that you're paying is not eating at your pockets like that.
Hmm.
But I also feel like we were saying before, I feel like judges should require men to take care of their kid. Like, don't take the money out that man's check. Let that man keep his money. Just require
Hmm.
him to keep the baby 3 days
So,
a week. He gonna lose
yeah.
the same amount of money.
Yes. Yes. So it's
That just
such.
seems like a simple solution to me.
It is, and I kind of agree with you. It's such a tricky situation though, because it's like then you also got to think about the safety of the child, because to force somebody to take care of a child that they don't want to take care of is also unsafe for the child. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how, if you don't want my child or you don't want to take care of him or her, I don't know how you're going to treat her when she's in your presence. But I do kind of agree
Mm,
with you. It's just such a tricky situation.
yeah.
Um, I don't understand why at the end of the day, y'all can't just come down, sit down at a table and have a discussion about, okay, this is what I have to offer financially. This is what I have to offer financially. How can we meet in the middle to make sure this child is taken care of? I don't get the drama of it. Like I get that sometimes women don't want to let go of the relationship, men don't want to let go of the relationship, so that adds some extra shit that causes
Hmm.
problems. I wish you would just let go of that though, and realize she don't want to be with you, he don't want to be with you. Move the fuck on, and let's go ahead and take care of this baby. And before we go run into the courts, because I wish we would start running to the courts, can we just
Hmm.
figure out a way to come together to
Now
take?
Dave said they also have to continue to make money for child support. Yeah, that's true, but
Mhm.
instead of that, my whole thing
Yeah,
is
they do.
the same way that women have to get up and go to work to make money too. The same
Yeah, they
exact,
do.
it's not a difference. It would just be y'all doing the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Both
Hmm.
parents would be doing, they
Exactly.
both would have to accommodate the schedule. They would both have
Yeah.
to get a work schedule that benefited their kid. Everybody
Mhm.
would be the same amount of inconvenienced.
Right.
The
And
thing
then
about kids is they're an inconvenience to everybody.
major, yep.
They're
And
also a gift,
then
but
yeah.
an inconvenience to all.
Hmm. And then I want people to like realize it's not going to look no one way, because maybe I'm in school right now, and
Yeah.
maybe you can kind of pick up the slack for me a little bit. Maybe you'll have them 6 days a week and I only got them one, or you'll have them more hours of the day than I do, or whatever. I feel like whatever the compromise is to keep
Everybody just has to
uh,
be willing to do their part, and
yeah.
I don't understand how people, granted I've never had any kids, I've never been in a situation, which is why I don't understand. I
Hmm.
don't understand why people can't look past their own feelings to consider the person that they created. I just don't understand why that is not at the center of it all. Like,
So I
remember the child first.
yeah. So I do have a child, but I also don't understand that. I also don't get that concept. I think it's just people being selfish. I think that's just the quickest, easiest answer, because and then a lot of times I feel like it comes from having unwanted children, children that you were not prepared for. So it's very hard to put that child first when you want to be so selfish because you didn't really want them here anyway. Like you slipped
But
up.
what about the people that even plan for their kids? Like, people plan and then they get a divorce. You know, life happens.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
true.
like y'all gotta get past your hurt to a certain extent. But I feel
Yeah,
like,
work on it. Yeah, but I don't know what that comes
yeah.
from, because it's very simple. It just takes not being selfish. That's all it is. It just takes not being selfish, and
A
you have.
lot of relationships end because people are selfish, though.
Yeah,
So.
that's crazy. Well, not that that's crazy, because relationships ends for all different reasons, and that's part of the problem. Because okay, the relationship ended because you were selfish with me, or we couldn't work it out. But you should. The adult thing to do is step outside of yourself, and if you
Hmm.
couldn't make it work for the relationship, at least make it work for your child. Stop being so fucking selfish, and realize that this child's needs 100, not 100%, but they come before whatever y'all got going on.
Yeah.
They come before whatever y'all got going on. um I also, when we're talking baby mama, baby daddy drama, I don't always like the narrative that the mom is always the most fit for the child, because that's not always the case. I
Yeah.
feel like if it's going to go to the courts, I feel like a judge or any person with eyes, especially once I bring you records and proof and all of that, you should be able to make a good decision or a good determination as to who is better fit to keep the child. This whole
Hmm.
like, mom is the default kind of thing is not
Yeah.
always the correct thing to do.
Marquise made a valid point. He said we was assuming that people be having children in their right minds. And you know what? That is true. That's actually very true.
That's true. And that's part of the problem, that anybody can have kids. You were just
Yeah.
saying earlier, like, I wish we had licenses for this shit. And I be telling Marquise that all the time, like, why don't something else needs to be done about this? Like, just any old body at any old time, at any old age.
Just doing
Having
any old
kids.
thing, having any old body, making any old person, these any old people just in any old society, just doing any
And
fucking
you know
thing.
what's crazy? Like, we got so many laws for everything else. You got to be a certain age to drive. You got to be a certain age.
Hmm.
You got to be a certain age to drink. You got to be a certain age for X, Y, Z. But you can just be out here creating
I mean,
kids.
because you can't really police people's bodies unless they're women. So,
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I just wish we could figure out a system, but it's like
well,
maybe
don't say that too loud because the handmaiden's tale is right around the corner. And I just,
we can't. And it's just a shame. It's a shame that we can't figure that out, because these kids be suffering,
yeah.
whether it be mentally, physically, whatever the case, they be suffering because their parents can't get right. It's a shame.
All right, we are at 11:13.
Did
Um, you
else?
got any final words, D?
I don't have any final, but I would. I say that all the time in the end
And
of.
then have final words. I won't be before you
No,
long.
let
13 hours later.
let me change. I gotta take that out of my vocabulary. Yes, I had final words. Thank everybody. If y'all was here with us from what time? 9 o'clock, 9:15, and y'all still stuck around to watch our live, I appreciate y'all while we were trying to figure out this stream yard and all this other shit. I don't think we still have some things to figure out,
I think
but
we
I
got
will.
it down though, D. I think
Well, we got this part down. I still haven't figured out the like TikTok connection. I would like to figure that out, because I
yeah,
would like for us to be able to. Because the crazy, you know what? We didn't check if we were streaming to YouTube. Are we
we
currently?
are.
Oh, amazing. So that's great. I'm glad those two are working, but StreamYard, I'm gonna need y'all to allow TikTok as one of the streaming platforms, so I don't have to go through all this
Yeah.
called screen
I mean,
share.
they do allow it. You just have to have 25,000 followers. So
So what it was telling me is that I have to have at least 1,000 followers in order to pull
the Witchcom key.
the stream code, stream key.
Yeah.
So that's the dilemma I was having. But even without the stream key, they basically have a workaround. And that's what I was trying to get to work, the workaround. But because
Hmm.
of the current place we live in, y'all, my Wi-Fi is just terrible. I live in the South, and everything, listen, I live in the boonies damn near, and everything is terrible. Like, the internet service is terrible. The phone service is, depending on who you go with. But at the end of the day, I'm rambling, y'all. Thank y'all for sticking on here with us for 2 hours while we figured it out for an hour. I appreciate y'all. Those are my final.
I want to say the same. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Thank you to Dave for being our tech
Yeah,
person of the
it
day.
was.
You really
Thank
helped us out
you.
with this, and I'll be calling you again to help me with it again. And make sure you follow Dee Dee at y'all know Dee Dee. Is it y'all know underscore Dee Dee?
So I'm on TikTok and Instagram. Same thing. Y'all know underscore DD for both.
I am on Instagram as Hey Miss Wade. My TikToks are in transition. I got one TikTok that is for youth and young adults, and that is Auntie Nita Told Me. And then I got my other TikTok where I can be a grown person is Auntie Nita Says. I'm changing that soon. It was never supposed to be that way. I was testing something out on some old people shit and fucked up. So
also, y'all, please follow our page. Follow. Tell your people, tell your family members to follow. Tell everybody you know to follow us. Two Homegirls Chatting. We're Two Homegirls Chatting. Two Homegirls 26 on Instagram. We're Two Homegirls Chatting on YouTube, and we're Two Homegirls Chatting on TikTok. So go to TikTok, follow us. Go to Instagram, follow us. Go to YouTube and subscribe. We need follow so that we can begin to go live from our page. So we can, when we stream to StreamYard or from StreamYard, it'll go directly to our page on Instagram because it does go directly to our page on YouTube.
Yeah, with ease.
Yes. But
we
still,
just need more folks to follow. So tell your peoples.
Yes. And next week, y'all, we will be talking about step parents. And maybe some other things. We'll let y'all know when we come back next week. But definitely the main topic for next week will be step parents. Talk about them peoples.
We out, D?
Yep, we out. That's all we got.
Wait, I think I want to do an outro song.
Okay.
Wait, you ready? This is the outro. This is the outro. That's it. I'm gonna record it and watch this shit going bang.
That is hilarious. But thank y'all for joining us. Next week, Monday, 9 p.m. We will be back live from Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. We'll figure out. But whatever platform you want to join from, we will be live 9 p.m. next Monday. Step parents, y'all come check us out. Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.